Hello, gentlemen and beautiful ladies. It is about 6 in the morning and I'm getting ready for some barbecue. Now, I've been up about an hour. I got the charcoal already going, some mesquite wood all mixed in with the charcoal. This is a lot of work for the 12-hour burn, low and slow. Hopefully I'll be able to pull this off. I got a piece of brisket, as you can tell, and I got the old pork shoulder picnic roast because I'm after that hide right there. And we're going to season this up. Now, yeah, I know you may be wondering what the heck I'm wearing. Well, you know, it is a camouflage robe, and it is tarred to be a P-I-M-P pimp. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is brisket. I'm going to kind of kick it up today. Right here, that's some of my home brew hot sauce. Going to give that a good shot right there. A lot of vinegar in that hot sauce. Plus it's got all the spices. Plus I got so much of it I need to get rid of some of it. It tastes really good, so we're going to give that a shot. Now check this out. A shot of mustard. Same thing here with the mustard. Got a lot of stuff in it. It's also going to help for that to stick. Dang. This is a slimy mess, you know that? I am going to cook this fat side up. It's early in the morning, y'all. I am not awake. I'm having a hard time thinking. I haven't had my pot of coffee yet. I'm going to flip that baby over. Alright, man down. Always check your supplies before you go to cooking. If you got kids in the house, they're real good about emptying a jar and putting it right back in the refrigerator. I don't know what that's all about, but you know how that works. Lumbre. And once again, man down. But I am prepared. And I need to get back to bed. Okay, got the picnic roast, whatever the heck it is. It's still too early. The only thing I'm putting on that is my fajita seasoning, which contains a good amount of salt. Man down. Never fails. Good to go. I was ready. Good pimp's always ready. I'm cracking myself up this morning. Look like I'm giving it the last rites. Okay, y'all, I'm going to be using an Old Smoky barbecue pit. Now, they got 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. This is the large one. I'm using this cast iron skillet mainly to collect the fat. I don't want fat running all over my sidewalk outside. I'm probably going to definitely have to check it. But that's also going to help me keep this tender, because as that back fat right here on this brisket melts, it's going to fill this bad boy up. And when it fills it up, it's going to kind of protect that meat in there. But the key to this is keeping that temp 225 to 250 or thereabouts, you know, a lot low and slow. I'd say we're ready to go. Yeah, y'all can see this, but we're going to put the meat on. Alright, the meat's on the grill, or I should say it's on the Old Smoky. I went ahead and closed the dampers almost 100% except for the top one. I want to get that heat very low, and I just want it to simmer, you know, just low and slow all day long. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going back to bed. Now, y'all don't have to worry about anything. I will never do a video where Deep Fried King has no robes. Well, y'all, it's been about 4 hours. I just checked the temperature. It's at about 250 degrees. I have it all the way pinched back on that Old Smoky. The meat looks pretty good too, so just going to let it ride another couple hours. I'm going to go in there and mess with it again. Not really going to do anything. We got plenty of coals, plenty of wood in there. It's just kind of smoldering, it's smoking, but the meat's starting to get dark and look pretty darn good. Alright, y'all, the beat's been on for about 5-6 hours right now. Actually, it's been on 7 hours. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to lift that meat up out of the skillet so it's out of the fat. After talking to Manuel on You Wanted Food Porn on Facebook, He said get it up out of that fat. So we're gonna give that a shot. Let's check it out. Boy, that's hot. Okay, y'all, what I did is I poured off the grease, and then I have these jalapeno cookers, and they basically are up about an inch or two. So I put those in the skillet, and then I set the meat down on top of it. So now all the meat will fall into this skillet, but it won't be resting in it. That way I'll get my smoke ring for the next 4 hours or so, all the way around that meat. And it's looking pretty good right now. You can see, kind of spongy. Some of that pork broke off of there when I pulled it out. Yeah, it's getting there. Well, y'all, this meat's been on 10 hours now. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the foil around it. Should have enough smoke on it. This is just basically to protect it a little bit and see, make sure it stays moist. Really don't think it's gonna be a problem, but I'm just being safe. Well, that ought to do it. 2 more hours and then we're gonna eat that sucker. Alright guys, this is the reveal. That brisket is done. You can see that bark, that shoulder. Now, if you notice right there, I've already been sampling it. My neighbor came over and we took a corner right there. I'm not so sure that this shoulder here is as tender as it was the last time, but the flavor's out of this world. Okay, y'all, my house smells incredible. I already sampled this. It tastes pretty good. I don't know how tender it's going to be. Just pulled this off. You can kind of see. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing. I'm going to zoom in on it so that you can see it. Manual, we'll see how it comes out. Now, Manuel cheated. He used an electric knife. I'm using this old vintage carving knife. Of course, it probably would have helped if I would have sharpened it. Now, he was saying you got to cut it about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch thick. I'm going to say that's pretty darn tender. Now, I don't see the smoke ring on there like he had. But this thing sure is smoky. Alright, here we go. Let's try this out. Wow. Let's see how tender we're at. It's actually a little firmer than I thought. Wow. That's plenty juicy. Look at that. It's just, you can see the smoke ring a little bit right there. That's good. And it is tender. It's not like mushy tender, but it's very, very tender. Alright, let's try this picnic roast here. This bad boy. Let's get some of that skin. Let's pull this skin off. See what we're dealing with. It's pretty tender, but it's not like what I thought that other one was. So there it goes. There's that skin. Of course, I want the skin because I like the skin. Chicharrones! Gift from God. Gift from God. Here, try this.
Is it the skin?
Yeah, take a big bite of that.
That's really good.
You liking that?
Mm-hmm.
That's part of your cardio diet right there.
Mm-hmm. It is really good.
There you go. That's what it's all about right there. Y'all, you know what all this grease is right there? It's redneck chapstick. My daughter just came up with that. And it's the truth. Oh, this is so good. Now, let's see how... Where's the bone? Alright. Hell? Cheap Chinese shit. Tender enough a girl can do it. How is it?
It's good.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Put it in the barbecue.
But here's the deal. Got a little piece of it. Now this is barbecue sauce. You take Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce and then you add grape jelly to it. And then you whisk it on the stove. I don't know where she got this recipe. Extremely sweet. Sweet and pork goes together. That was freaking fantastic. Need another piece. Check out the Sweet Baby Ray's though with the grape jelly. You could probably do it with any other type of barbecue sauce, but mix it with some grape jelly. Give it a shot. It's really good. One last thing, my daughter told me if you do make that barbecue sauce, you got to keep it warm, otherwise it'll congeal and get really thick. So you want to keep it warm when you mix that jelly in there. But I'm ready to go eat. Got me a pulled pork sandwich. I got some brisket. I'm not a barbecue sauce guy. I do like it on my pulled pork though. And some beans. Those are some of those epic beans. Time to eat. Alright y'all, that's how you make some Texas barbecue. Still not as good as Manuel. Over there, You Know You Want It food porn on Facebook. That guy's the master. The deal is that brisket came out tender, flavorful, it was juicy, pretty darn good. Now the pork shoulder, I made pulled pork out of it. It did pull apart, but I had to use my knife a little bit, so it wasn't as tender as that time I pulled it out of the oven at 200 degrees. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching.